Art, the outward expression of one's thoughts, manifested through the tangible, while remaining intangible. How can one see what one cannot see when the lights are too dim for one to see? Believe in art, because art believes in you. Art.
Come on, admit it. That's funny. Day 4 of Vlaugust. We are 4 days in to this crazy challenge that I have imposed on myself. And for those of you who are doing Vlaugust, well done. Keep it going. It's hard. It's tough. If I haven't talked to you, or you haven't joined the Discord or commented and you are in fact doing Vlaugust, comment below. I want to check out your stuff. I want to see the kinds of things that you're making. I want to know the challenges that you're facing, because this is hard. This is hard, making this daily content. I look at people who are doing it every month, who are doing it yearly, and kudos to you if you're out there watching. Josh Hubbard, no idea how you do it. Cody, of course, no idea. This is insanity at its finest. But thank you to everyone who has commented on videos and given feedback, who have joined the Discord, who I've talked to about just the creative process. It's motivating and it's inspiring to see the things that you guys are making. And when I don't feel like making it, just going back through and reading some of the comments or hearing that you guys are actually watching it is motivation enough for me to continue doing so. Because when you first start out on any platform, YouTube, Twitter, wherever, it just kind of feels like you're yelling into the void. You're wondering, who's gonna listen to this? Who's watching this? Is anyone paying attention? And so you put time into something and you think, is this worth it? But to have you guys give feedback on this means a lot to me, and so thank you. So yesterday, Metal for Breakfast commented on one of my videos asking if I was making these videos from idea to execution every single day, meaning, was I pre-recording stuff, or did I have stuff that was shot prior to the day it was uploaded? And the answer to that is no, it's not pre-recorded. And yes, I am making this stuff every single day. I asked the question in a way where it was 2 different answers. But I wake up in the morning and the slate is clear. It's all the work that I did the day before is gone, and I've got to start over and ask, okay, what am I gonna make today? And if you watched Jay's video from yesterday, I got a chance to meet him because of the No Small Creator community. One of the things I said was that the ultimate dream for me is to literally wake up, ask myself, what do I want to make today? And get paid to do that. Like that would be the ultimate dream. And I see people doing that here on YouTube, chasing their passions and doing the things that they love and sharing them with the world. And that's their job. I'm excited about it. But it definitely comes with its challenges, especially with stuff like this, with daily, trying to figure out, well, what am I gonna make today? If the dream is to want to make something every single day, what do you make? I was thinking back to my sort of creative path, if you will, as to how I got here and the things that I did that helped sharpen my skill set as a now filmmaker. I started as a graphic designer and did some other things in the creative field and ultimately ended up landing here, making films and videos, and I love it. But there's a skill set that I acquired along the way and things that I did that helped sharpen that skill set so I could hopefully execute these videos at what I feel is a high quality. The analogy I like to use is basketball. When you watch a pro basketball player, there's a number of things that they're doing when they're playing the game of basketball. They're dribbling down the court, they've got footwork so they know how to play offense or defense well. They can run pretty fast because they're like 12 feet tall. They can shoot, they can dunk, they can block, they can do all of these things, and all of these individual skills make up their ability to play basketball well. And yes, while they are practicing all those things together as one thing, they also run drills to practice those individual components so that way when they put them all together, it's just stronger overall. And the same thing can be said about anything creative, whether you're making films or drawing or writing music. You run those drills to practice the individual aspects of your craft. So when you put them all together, when it's game time, when it's time to make those films for clients or for YouTube or for whatever, you can put all of them together and the overall product of everything is just stronger. So I wanted to run just a few things by you guys, things that you could be doing when you're wondering, what should I shoot today? I want to make something today. What do I do? I don't want to just completely waste the day. Here are things that you can be doing to sharpen that skill set so when it's time to make videos, you're ultimately a better filmmaker. So a lot of what I learned was actually just from copying things that I liked. Now I wouldn't take credit for those things, but I would look and see, how did that director get that shot? How did that photographer get that picture? And I would just try my best to make my own version of it, and I would learn tons as a result of it. So the first tip I would have for you is find a movie that you love, a TV show that you love, a director that you love, find their body of work, and figure out how to copy and replicate their boring shots. And by that I mean, everyone loves the cinematic moves, all of the crazy dolly shots and things like that that we remember. But there's also everything that happens in between those shots. The walking to the door, the sitting down to eat dinner with another person or by themselves or driving a car. These shots are usually necessary to move this story forward, but we don't think about how those shots are created. And so by copying the boring shots, we can then connect the so-called amazing shots so then everything just feels cohesive. The second thing is copy dialogue. Dialogue is something that I struggle with when I'm making film with narrative or trying to mash it with vlogs or anything like that. When two people are talking, there's a number of things that can be done with the camera that feel fluid. You don't ever want the camera to get in the way of what you're doing. And we never think about where the camera's at when we're watching movies or TV shows. We just think that's a conversation that's happening that's moving the story forward. I didn't realize how much of a hindrance that was for me until I actually started doing it, and I realized I have no idea how to shoot dialogue. So I would actually watch some of my favorite directors, and I would just take the actual scenes where 2 or 3 characters are talking to each other, and I would copy them verbatim. And I learned a lot from that. The third thing you can be doing is to be taking pictures, take photographs. Now, if you're coming into this video and you're already a photographer, fantastic. I'm giving this piece of advice to the person who's watching this video who is making films, but might not be putting too much of a focus on taking photography or still pictures. You can learn a lot about composition and lighting and just where to place your subjects, and that bleeds over into film really, really well. So if you're not shooting photos on top of creating films and shooting video, I encourage you to do so. It will make you a stronger filmmaker. The fourth thing I have for you guys today is to practice pacing, practice rhythm. We've all seen videos where we feel like, wow, we're still on this shot. This person is still talking. But to teach pacing and rhythm is tough because sometimes that's just instinctual. We feel like, oh, that was a little bit too long on that shot, or we should linger on that shot just a little bit more. Or you know what, maybe it should push in right here. And again, the best way to practice that is to replicate. Find the directors you like, find the stuff that you like, copy it, and learn everything you can. You're trying to get into the heads of the directors and the writers of the content that you like, so then you can then take it and put your own twist on it. And the fifth thing I have for you guys today is watch more movies, watch TV shows, consume that content. But while you're doing so, pay attention. Pay attention to the things that catch your eye. Pay attention to when you've drifted from, I'm trying to look for these certain shots, to being immersed into the film. Once we're fully immersed in a film, that's exactly what the filmmakers want. They want you to be in it so you're invested in the characters, so if something happens to them, it's happening to you as well. When you feel that happening to yourself, see if you can pull yourself out and realize what got you there. If a movie or a TV show elicits a certain response from you, ask why. Ask yourself why. What was it that happened? What were the series of things that happened? Music, pacing, the way it looked, the acting. What were the things that got that response out of you? And make a mental note of them, jot them down. If those are the things that resonate with you, generally that's about where your passions lie, so you want to try and use that in your films. I love old Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, Marx Brothers, along with Michel Gondry, Edgar Wright. All of these guys combined make up my sensibilities, and I do my best to try and convey that in the stuff that I make. But there's no way I'd be able to make it if I wasn't paying attention or practicing these things that these guys do so well. I actually have some family in town who I am about to go hang out with because it's the weekend. So I'm gonna end this vlog with some B-roll of us just hanging out. Thank you guys again for watching these Vlaugust films, these Vlaugust vlogs, for the feedback that you've given. If you haven't joined the Content Creator Collective, the Discord link is below. I'm generally in there pretty much all the time. We've got some really, really solid folks in there who are just making some really cool things. So come say hi. And I always forget to tell people to like and subscribe, and what does Josh say? Ring the bell and karate kick someone. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow.